All right. It's a serious wind advisory today, but we're still gonna try and get through it. I always tell you guys, um, be in season, out of season, and this is kind of what it's talking about also when we're out here teaching, and it's not going to be a perfect day every day. So let's get right into it. First and foremost, we want to face the east and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, God. We're going to give double honor to the elder apostles, the prophets, and the teachers out here bringing out this 100% truth the last 30 plus years. And salutations to the sincere Akyawa Akwa. Let's see if I'm in. Well, let's just get started. Go to the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 13, in the Apocrypha.
Chapter 18?
13.
13.
Start from, just give me verse 1.
Sirach 13:1. He that toucheth pitch shall be defiled therewith, and he that hath fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him.
You that surround yourself with prideful people, you're going to be like those prideful people, is what it's saying. So let's go over to the book of 2 John and get a precept right off the jump. Right off the bat, right off. Go to 2 John, chapter 1, and start at verse 9, and you'll read through 11. So start at verse 9.
Okay. 2 John, chapter 1 and 9. Whosoever transgresseth and abideth not in the doctrine of Yahushua hath not Yahweh. He that abideth in the doctrine of Yahushua, he hath both the Father and the Son.
So you're surrounding yourself with prideful people, and it's telling you right here, whosoever transgresseth and abideth not in the doctrine of Yahushua hath not Yahweh. So you don't have Christ or the Most High if you're surrounding yourself with these prideful people. Keep going. Verse 10.
If there come any unto you, and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house.
Keep reading.
Neither bid him Godspeed.
Right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Salakia. Keep reading.
For he that biddeth him Yahweh's speed is partaker of his evil deeds.
So if you're surrounding yourself with prideful people, according to Scripture, you're already guilty by association. But it doesn't just say that; it says that you're a partaker in those evil deeds. So if you're going to be around those people, we know that you're doing what they do. Let's keep going. Here, put it back here. It's gonna fall over there. Yeah, back here behind the wind line. I got mine. No way. Go back to
Sirach.
Yeah, go to Psalms 1 and 1.
Psalms 1
Yeah.
and 1.
Stand over there a little bit. Psalm 1 and 1.
Psalms chapter 1 and verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. You can't surround yourself with prideful people. That's how simple it is. Go back to Ecclesiasticus and go back to chapter 13 and pick up where you left off in verse 2.
Sirach 13 and 2. Burden brethren.
Burden.
Burden not thyself about thy power while thou livest, and have no fellowship with
Burden thyself not above thy power. Keep going. While thou livest. And have no. Keep going. Read it.
and have no fellowship with one that is mightier and richer than thyself. For how agree that the kettle and the earthen pot together? For if the one be smitten against the other, it shall be broken.
So if they clash, they're going to be broken. So they keep reading.
The rich man hath done wrong, and yet he threateneth with all. The poor is wrong, and he must entreat also.
So that's horrible. The rich man is going to do wrong, and you know, Trump is the perfect example, and all the people that are with him. He's that, like, for right now, he's a rich man that does wrong. Yet he threateneth with all. I'll blow up your whole country. I'll put ice in the airports. I'm going to put ice over in Seattle because you didn't do what I said. I'm going to put ice in Minnesota because you didn't do what I said. You do what I say, or I'm putting ice out there. That is a guy that's threatening with all. And then the poor is wrong. So they're out there deporting our people. They're wrong. And guess what? We have to entreat. We have to still act like we're the criminal when we're the victim. That is amazing. And we live that life in real time right now. And we're watching it happen all around us. This is the life that we really live. Which word do you read? You read verse 2?
I read verse 2 and 3.
Get me a precept. James 2, 3, and 4.
James 2, 3, and 4.
A rich man hath done wrong, and yet he threateneth withal. The poor man is wrong, and he must entreat also. So even though he's wrong, he still has to entreat. Let's get it real quick.
James chapter...
What's the biblical definition of entreat?
James chapter 2. And verse 3.
Yeah, but hold on. So let's get this, because it says that he still has to entreat. So what does it mean when it says that this guy gets wrong, he gets done dirty, but he still has to entreat? So let's figure out what that means. It means to plead, beseech, to make an urgent, earnest request, often seeking favor or mercy. So you go to deport me, I'm an American citizen, what do I have to do? I have to beg, I have to request, I have to seek favor, mercy, or intervention from God with another person. But when we entreat, they're making us entreat. So what are they doing? They're making us plead. They're making us ask for favor and mercy. So the rich man goes and tries to deport us, and we have to beg for mercy. Do you guys understand how that's going? Because we're living that right now. Go back to the book of Sirach. Or I'm sorry, get me James chapter 2 and 3.
James chapter 2 and 3. And ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing, and say unto him, sit thou here in a good place, and say to the poor, stand thou there, or sit here under my footstool. Or ye not then partake in your salute.
I don't know.
And
Let me look. Hold on, let me go standard. James 2 and verse, what was it? 4. Yourselves. Sorry, in the 1611, some of the words you just don't know. I'm telling you, I had to look it back up in the regular how we spell things. It's so it's a. Are ye not then partial in yourselves, and are become judges of evil thoughts? And that was 4. So verse 3, and ye have respect to him that weareth the nice clothes, the good clothes. That's what gay clothing means. Okay, don't get it twisted. They changed all the words up for you guys for this day and age. Gay means happy, joyful, good, bright, vibrant, okay? So he's got gay clothes on, in other words, real nice fit. And says unto him, sit thou here in a good place. So the rich guy, he's like, look at this dude, he's like fresh to death, head to toe. Let's get him down to the front of the church. Let's get him down in the front. We want this guy so everybody can see him. That's what they're saying right here.
Must have a lot of money.
Yes, you've got to be rich like that. And say to the poor, standest thou there. Or sit under my footstool. In other words, you can sit down there where my feet go. So they only care about people that have a financial increase. They don't care about whether they're good or evil. So that's why people get caught up surrounding themselves by prideful people. Let's go back over to the book of Sirach, chapter 13 and verse 5. Sirach 13 and 5.
Sirach 13 and 5. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yea, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it.
So let me go back to that. 13 and 5. Oh, that's 5. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. So if you have anything he wants, he's going to come and show up. That's what it's trying to say. And he will make thee bear. He's going to take it all. He's going to slowly just, kind of like a vampire, just suck you dry. Okay? He will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it. So he'll run you out of everything you got and then move to the next house. We all know somebody like that. That's called a freeloader. People that'll take advantage of anything you got, but then take off. As soon as they get something, they ain't trying to pay you back. Nope. What they're trying to do is go increase their life. So we all know those freeloaders. We all know them. Let's get a precept. Go to Sirach chapter 3. So stay in Ecclesiastes, but go to chapter 3. Verse 3. 3 and 3.
Sirach 3 and 3. Whoso honoreth his father maketh an atonement for his sins.
Let's go back.
Want me to read it again?
No, I put that. No, put a pin out. We're gonna go back to I put that precept in the wrong spot. Go to Proverbs. Go read verse 3 and 4. Let me go back to Ecclesiastes 13. It says, "For the rich man hath done wrong, and yet threateneth withal. The poor man is wrong, and he must entreat also. If thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee." Let's go to verse 6. I'm trying to figure out why I put that in there.
You want me to go back to 13? Chapter 15?
Yeah, go to Proverbs 22 and 16. Let's get another precept. All right.
Chapter 26, you said?
Yeah, Proverbs 22 and 16.
Proverbs 22 and 16. He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want.
So anybody that's joined with them, did you see that? If you're working and trying to give to the rich, you're going to surely be broke. You're going to come to want. Look at Trump. He's a perfect example of that. He's always trying to appease the rich, and he's always losing. He's about to lose everything. We all see it. In fact, he's going to mess up so bad, he's going to hopefully, most high willing, he causes Yahweh to return by trying to shoot off a nuclear weapon. But that's neither here nor there right now. But he definitely he definitely tries to cater to the rich. It tells us if we do that, we're going to end up broke. We can't do that. In fact, separate yourself from people that aren't like you. Stay away from those people. They got rich a certain way. That's what most people don't realize. When you get rich, it's a certain, you got that money a certain way. You didn't do it righteously. 95% of the time, people don't get their money from righteousness. But let's go back over to Ecclesiastes chapter 5, and Ecclesiastes chapter 2. Now we're doing good. 30 to 40 mile per hour gusts of wind. That's what we're dealing with today. Verse 6.
Sirach, chapter 13 and 6. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope. He will speak thee fair and say, what wantest thou?
You know, it's crazy about that when you think about it. If he has something you want, all of a sudden he's your best buddy. What is it that you need, bro? I got you, bro. Yeah, I got you right now. You're all good in my book. Psalms 55 and 21. If he have need of thee, he will lie to you and smile in your face and make you have hope. So he's gonna tell you exactly what you want to hear. So you're like, okay, yeah. He will speak thee fair and say, what wantest thou? What do you want? Let's do it your way. But really, he's just trying to figure out a way to get what you got. And then once he's got it, he's not mad about it. He's happy. Psalms 55 and 21.
Psalms chapter 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
That's beautiful. So if he have need of thee, he's going to lie to you in your face. He's going to have them words smoother than butter. What does thou needest, my brother? What needest thou? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's funny to me, though. It's funny.
Well, it's like, he just wants something.
Yeah, he sees something that you have that he wants, and so he's doing anything he can to figure out a way to take it from you.
So he's jealous.
Yeah, something like that. So let's move back over to Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 13, and go to verse 6 or 7. Read 7.
Sirach 13 and 7. And he will shape thee by his
meats.
By his meats until he have drawn thee dry twice or thrice. And at the last he will laugh thee to scorn afterward. When he seeth thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head at thee.
So that's that. First of all, what does it mean to forsake somebody? He said he's going to forsake thee. So after he's gotten what you want, to forsake something means to completely abandon, desert, turn away from, leave behind. Remember, he said he's going to steal your shit and he's not going to feel sorry for it. So he's going to completely abandon you. He's going to leave it behind. So, and well, let's just move on from there. What verse was that? So
That was 7.
So he will shame you by his means until he have drawn thee dry twice or thrice. And at the last, he will laugh at thee and scorn. Remember, when it just told you that he ain't going to be mad when he takes everything you got. Now he's going to laugh at you and scorn. And then, when he's done taking all your shit, he's going to abandon you. Give me Obadiah 1 and 5.
Obadiah 1 and 5.
Because that's some Edomite type shit right there. So we need to get Obadiah 1 and 5 on that.
Obadiah 1 and 5. If thieves... Wait, is that thieves or thieves?
If thieves came to you in the night. If
thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
They says he's drawing you dry twice or thrice. And Obadiah is saying that these people are so wicked, they'll take everything. They'll scoop up the fucking dirt if they could, if they had any type of value that they could get out of it. So he's gonna abandon you. So after he's finished robbing you, he's gonna leave with nothing and abandon you. So I was gonna tell you to read again. That's all right. That's okay.
Oh, you want me to
No,
read it
that's
again?
okay. I'll get it. I'll get it. You go.
I have it, sir.
Oh, you still have it?
Yeah.
Read it again.
If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off?
How are you cut off? Keep going.
Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
So most thieves would just take a certain amount and get out of there.
If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
That's why I'm saying this is some Edomite type shit. Because this book of Obadiah, when you read verse 1, the vision of Obadiah is thus saith Yahweh concerning Edom, the Edomites. So when you start acting like that, you're acting like the enemy of earth. You're acting like the guy that was given you're acting like Job 9 and 9 and 24, the hands of the wicked. That's your actions. So if you're going to be out robbing your own people, I moved. Who did that? If you're going to be out robbing your own people, you're doing some Edomite type shit, honestly. Especially if you're going to rob them and be like, run out. But if you're an Edomite, this is a normal behavior for you. So that's why we got to really beware. So it even tells you, if thou gatest a friend, try him first. I'm going to try that spirit and make sure that this person isn't one of these wicked people just trying to, I got something, he's got something I want. So I'm going to try anything I can do to get what I want out of him. Go back to Sirach, Ecclesiasticus.
I'm in, sir.
Okay. 13 and 8 through 9.
Okay. Sirach 13 and 8. Beware that thou be not deceived and brought down in
jollity.
jollity. If thou be ignited of a mighty man, withdraw thyself, and so much the more will have invite thee.
So beware that thou be not deceived. Beware that thou be not lied to and brought down in thy jollity. So what is jollity mean, right? What does that mean? The word jollity, I'm finding it real quick. Here it is, jollity. The word jollity, so read it again real quick.
Beware that thou be not deceived and brought down in jollity.
So jollity, it means your spiritual cheerfulness. Don't let him take away that spiritual cheerfulness. Joyful buoyancy of spirit, rooted in gratitude of Yahweh, rather than temporary merriment. So in other words, temporarily, instead of temporarily being happy, jollity is literally a spiritual cheerfulness. So it's always with you. Going back to it, so it says, beware that thou be not lied to and brought out of your spiritual cheerfulness. And if thou be invited of a mighty man, withdraw thyself. No. Look at the time. It's not a good idea for me to go with you. Okay? Withdraw thyself. And so much the more will he invite thee. So the more you withdraw, the more he's going to want you around. See, the Most High don't do that. The Most High ain't around begging people to do anything. He's telling you, you can come or you can't. That's all there is to it. We're not going to go chasing you up and down the street. We're soiling seeds. We're planting seeds everywhere. If the seed grows, great. If not, let's plant some more seeds and see if they grow somewhere else. So let's go back over to 2 Thessalonians. Let's get another precept. Yep, and go to chapter 3. 30 to 40 mile gusts of wind today.
Verse.
Hold on, let me get there. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 and verse 6. You all right?
Yeah, fine. It's not funny, my bro.
Timotheus.
2 Thessalonians 3 and 6. Now we command you, brethren, in the name of Yahushua.
Wait. Oh, I'm in 1 Thessalonians. Slovakia. Go ahead.
Now we command you, brethren, in the name of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, that we withdraw yourselves from every brother that walketh disorderly, and not after the tradition which he receiveth of us.
What did it say? Withdraw thyself from that mighty man. If he's not coming in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, withdraw thyself. Now, I know that there's another precept to that now that I think about it. It's in Romans 16 and 17. Now I beseech you, brother, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which you have learned, and avoid them. So, it's saying the same thing. Withdraw. No. I don't think it would be a good idea. But you know, it also tells you to be peaceable with all men. So it doesn't mean be rude about it. And it also tells you that a soft answer will remove wrath. So you want to be peaceable, you want to be soft, but you want to get out of it. Look at the time, my brother. I gotta go. I can't be joined unto you. Okay? If you guys can receive that. So sirach chapter 13. And pick up where you left off. At verse 10.
Sirach 13 and 10. Press down not upon him, lest thou be put back. Stand not thereof, lest thou be forgotten.
So don't be up too close to this guy, lest thou be put in back. They're gonna push you back. But don't stand too far off or they're gonna forget about you. Okay? That's what it's saying. Keep reading. Wait, keep reading.
Affect not to be made equal unto him in talk, and believe not his many words. For with much communication will he tempt thee, and smiling upon thee will get out thy secrets.
So it's saying that so affect not to be made equal unto this wicked person. Just because they have more money than you, and they got the gay clothing on, and they're looking fresh and sharp, and everybody's like, oh, it's the rich man. Well, that person, it says, don't try to be equal to that person. Be who you are. Be yourself. That's what's going to make you the better person. That's what's going to raise you up in this kingdom. Don't go after other people. Okay? Be not equal to them, and believe not his many words. For with much communication, he will tempt you. In other words, he's going to gaslight the shit out of you. And then what does gaslight do? What does gaslight mean? It means make you have, he's going to make you second guess the truth that you were taught. That's why it says, brethren, I beseech you, mark them which cause divisions and avoid them. Because he's going to make you second guess the things that you've been taught. So, and he's gonna get you to tell your secrets when you get frustrated. That it's all psychology. So he's gonna be smirking and smiling, and you're gonna be getting frustrated and start, no, it's because of this and that, and this, my brother, and that. And you see people do that, start talking off their chest. They start talking with their emotions instead of thinking about stuff first. Let's go over to, which one was that? Was that 10 and 11? Let's go to. It says, be not equal to them. Believe not their many words. Give me Matthew 6 and 7. 7 and 6. Matthew 7 and 6.
Matthew 7 and 6. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine,
Don't cast your pearls before swine. Don't try to be equal with these people. In fact, it said that he's going to get your secrets out of you. Guess what your secrets are? The pearls. Your wise and orderly doctrine that you have been taught and studied. That's what he's trying to get out of you so he can destroy it.
Lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rent you.
Destroy your doctrine and come after you. Beautiful. Let's go back over to
Whoa. Oh, that's bad.
Go to Romans 1
Romans
and 21 and 22. Yeah.
Romans 1 and 21.
Romans. Go Romans.
Romans 1 and 20. Wait.
21 and 22.
And 21. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall.
Romans.
No, it's not. Oh, I keep forgetting to press go.
Okay, there we go. Romans 1 and 21.
Romans 1 and 21. Because that when they knew Yahweh, they glorified him, not as Yahweh, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened.
Keep going, one more.
Professing themselves to be wise, they become fools.
Those same people that are trying to gaslight you, the Most High is saying, stand your ground. Don't be trying to eat with them. Don't deal with them. Avoid them. That's how you're standing your ground, by avoiding them, because it clearly tells you that they became vain in their own imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Their brains, their mind, they have dark thoughts now. They think that they're wise. That's why they're gaslighting you. That's why they're trying to destroy the truth that you've been given. But really, they're the real fools. And you become a fool if you're joined with them. That's why it says, join yourself not unto the pride, to prideful men. So it all works together. That's what I love about this book. It all works together. Going back over into Ecclesiasticus. Which I try to say in Ecclesiasticus.
Sirach.
13 and was it 15?
No, 12 and 13.
Okay, yeah. 12 and 13.
Sirach, chapter 13 and 12. But cruelly he will lay up thy words, and will not spare to do thee hurt, and not put thee in prison.
So he will lay up thy words, and will not spare to do thee hurt. So he's not going to spare you when it's time to hurt your ass. And he will put thee in prison. Doesn't that remind me of somebody that, going back to, like, some of these scriptures just like literally make me think of how we're treated by our government system. Literally. Read, wait, what did it say? Read 12 again. But cruelly he will lay up thy words.
But cruelly he will lay up thy words, and will not spare to do thee hurt, and to put thee in prison.
He will not spare to do you hurt. So in other words, who's like that? This is some Edomite shit right here. So this is why the prideful man, when it comes down to it, it's either one of our people trying to be like an Edomite, or the Edomite himself. Uh-oh, here comes the wind. I'm waiting for my camera to fall over. So, keep reading.
Verse 13, observe and take good heed when thou walkest in pearl of thy overthrowing. And when thou hearest these things, awake in thy sleep.
So, observe and take good heed. In other words, be wise, listen carefully. Thou walkest in peril of thy overthrowing. So what does peril mean? What is the biblical definition of pearl? Man, come on. What is the biblical definition of peril? Extreme danger. It means extreme danger. Risk. Exposure to physical, emotional, or spiritual harm or destruction. So, when it talks about the what verse was that? It was in 13. Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril. And what does that mean again? So thou walkest in extreme danger. You've joined yourself to the prideful man. Now you're walking in extreme danger. Okay? I hope that's helping you understand what some of these words mean. It makes the Bible easier to understand when you look stuff up. Why do you think Christians don't do that? A lot of people won't do that because they want to keep you at a certain level. So, going back into it. So, thou walkest in extreme danger of thy overthrowing. When thou hearest these things, awake in thy sleep. So, wake up. Wake up out of thy sleep. In other words, it's time for our people to wake up and come back to this truth. Verse 14.
Verse 14, Lo, the Lord Yahweh all thy life, and call upon him for thy salvation.
Verse 15.
Every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor.
How does a man love his neighbor? So if you're a man and you love your neighbor, we're just going to get this real quick. Go ahead and get me Leviticus 19 and 17. Where is it? Let's see. Yeah, 19 and 17. This class might be a little short today, but it's hella windy out here. I've been sitting here watching the camera waiting for it to fall over, but I like this spot. We might start coming out here.
19 and 17.
19 and 17. And this is how you love your neighbor.
Leviticus 19 and 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him.
So if you really love your brother, you're going to rebuke him in righteousness so he doesn't fall into the cracks of sin.
You're going to correct him.
You're going to correct him. Absolutely right, son. Go back to sirach 13 and pick up at verse 16.
Sirach 13 and 16. Sirach 13 and 16. All flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like.
That is beautiful. All flesh will consort to its kind. So what it's really telling you is that all people are going to be gathered to the people that are like-minded to the way that they are. That's consorting to its kind. Now,
Oh, I look like him, so I'm gonna go stand with him. But I hate that motherfucker because we don't think the same.
no. It's telling you the people that are like-minded to you are the people that you're going to be around.
Do you want me to read 17?
Please do.
What fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly.
The wolf will destroy the lamb, right? You put them together, the wolf's going to eat the lamb. So how can those two be in congregation together? They can't fellowship. And it's the same thing. The sinner and the godly. It's like the wolf and the lamb. One's going to try to destroy the other one. And how can you have fellowship like that? Keep reading. Go to the next one.
What?
Wait. Let's get a precept. Romans 8 and 16. We got to get Romans 8 and 16.
Romans 8 and 16. Romans 8 and 16. Romans 8 and 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh.
That's right. A man will cleave to his like. A man's going to cleave to his like. So you're not going to have sinners and righteous people all just hanging out together. It's just not going to, either you're going to be counted as a sinner if you're a so-called righteous person, joining yourselves into the prideful men. Go back over to
18.
Yep, verse 18.
Sirach 13 and 18. what agreement is there between the
Hyena.
hyena and the dog? And what peace between the rich and the poor?
See, the hyena and the dog. See, a hyena is a type of dog, but it's a different type of dog. Just like when you're rich and you're poor, you're both people, but you're different types of people. It says, what agreement is there? What do they agree on? They're different. You got the rich man. What's he going to agree with the poor man on, other than the poor man needs to work for him? And the poor man needs to do what he says because he ain't got no money, so he must have got that way somehow, but it wasn't from being a smart rich guy that has everything. So that's what it's talking about. The rich will eat up the poor. In fact, read verse 19.
As the wild donkey is the lion's prey in the wilderness, so the rich eat up the poor.
The rich are like wild, they're like lions eating donkeys. The rich are like the lions, and the poor are like the donkeys. We're the jackasses. What are donkeys known for? Work. We're hard workers, and we're being eaten up by an oppressor. But keep reading until you just read it out, all of it.
As the proud hate humility, so does the rich abhor the poor. A rich man.
Wait. So the proud hates to be humiliated. So does the rich person hate to be around poor people. Keep reading.
A rich man beginning to fall is held up of his friends, but a poor man being down is thrust also away by his friends.
The poor man, his friends are going to turn their backs as soon as something happens. But the rich guy, because he's rich, he's going to have these other people trying to help lift him back up, because you know why? In the future, they're going to want something from him. Keep reading.
When a rich man is fallen, he hath many helpers. He speaketh things not to be spoken, and yet justifieth him. The poor man slipped, and yet they rebuked him too. He spake wisely and could have no place.
So the rich man is fallen, and all these people trying to help him up. We're going to have to go back into this wicked-ass government system for another second. He speaketh things not to be spoken. That I mean, like, I'm going back on Trump again. You know why? Because he said, I'm going to blow up your whole country if you don't do what I say. Come on, man. Those are speaking things which ought not be spoken. And yet, men justify him. Yeah, Trump's right. I mean, he's making us a lot of money. But us, we're staying poor. But the rich are getting richer. So the people that are agreeing with them are the people that are joined to him. They're also rich, prideful people. But that's why they're all sticking together. They hate the poor. They're going to stick together.
Want me to read 23?
Let me finish this. Okay. Yet those men, they justify him. The poor man, he just slips up a little bit, and the whole fucking country wants to rebuke him. Hey, let's deport. In fact, when you look into like serial killers and all that stuff, you'll notice that 99 out of 100 of them are Edomites. But then you have that one so-called, let's just say melanated person, whether they be black, Mexican, whatever. You have that one person, and he gets into an altercation, and something happens, and the whole world, they go to the mountaintops, and they try to make it sound like every crime that ever happened was from this type of person, but when you look it up, it's actually them. It's actually them. So the poor man slips a little bit, and they act like he's done every crime in the world. So they rebuke him too. He spake wisely. He knows the truth. And the people are like, no, we can't listen to you. You have no place here. You don't got no money. See, to people, a blessing in this world means you have to have a lot of money to be blessed. You can't just have a wisdom, and they don't consider that a blessing here. Because this place is Job 9:24. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? That's why wisdom isn't a blessing in this place, and it's money. They worship money. That is their God. So their God and our God are different. But going back into it, Verse 23.
Verse 23, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith. They
Extol.
extol it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him.
So when you go back to verse 22, the poor man spoke, and they rebuked him. The poor man speaks, and they rebuke him. They just told him in verse 22, you have no place here, bro. You don't got no place here. This is for the rich people. We're joined together in pride. We don't give a fuck about you. We're going to take their shit and be happy about it. That's really how they think. So, and if he stumbles just a little bit, just like in verse 20, if he stumbles just a little bit, just like in verse 22, just a little bit, they're going to go after him. But the rich man, he can do anything he wants. People are just going to sit there and watch, listen, and agree. Because they want something from him. They think that they can get something out of him.
They're yes men.
The yes men. He's got a whole bunch of yes men.
You want me to read 24?
Yes, please.
Riches are good unto it that have no sin, and
Keep going.
and
Poverty.
poverty is evil in the mouth of the ungodly.
So if you're an ungodly person that's joined together in pride with the rich, the poverty is an evil word to you. So you definitely hate poor people. And I've seen how rich people actually admit it. They don't see us as humans. They see us as goyim. And what does that mean? Livestock, cattle.
They see us as a waste of space.
Yes, they want to get rid of us. Oh, you've done everything you need to. Now we can just kill you off and we can have everything be computerized. It's not going to happen that way. But they shall build and the Most High is going to throw down. So, riches are good unto him that have no sin. So I told you before, about 95% of people get rich off of ungodliness. So that 5%, that's why it's like very few people can find themselves in a good financial situation and not be a sinner. It's almost impossible. Keep going.
The heart of a man,
Changes.
sirach 13-25. The heart of a man changeth his countenance, whether it be for good or evil. And a merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance.
Keep going.
A cheerful countenance is a token of a heart that is in prosperity, and the finding out of parables is a wearisome labor of the mind.
So, the heart, the mind. So, the mind, your mind, when you hear something, it changes your countenance. Your countenance is your facial expression. So, people can tell if you're happy, sad, if you're really pissed off, or you're scared or excited. That's what it's talking about. The mind of a man will change his countenance, whether it be for good or for evil. He's going to look like, you know what I'm saying? It's in the way he thinks and everything, his whole body posture. A merry mind, a happy person, a person that has happy thoughts, make a cheerful countenance. You're always looking like, got a little smile on your face. You're doing things a certain way. A cheerful countenance is a token of a heart that is in prosperity. So we don't need all your money to be happy. We need the understanding of these scriptures to be happy. And that's why they call us poor, because they see us as poor financially. But it says, I see the trials in thy works, but thou art rich. And I know the ones that call themselves Jews and are not, but of the synagogue of Satan. So even the Most High says, you might think you're poor in this place, but I got you taken care of. You're actually rich. So a cheerful countenance is a token of a heart that is in prosperity, okay? And the finding out of parables, that's what we do. we're finding the parables to bring them out to you every week. And it's a worrisome labor of the mind. And why would it say that? Why would it end the chapter of that? Because it's saying like the person that's going to take the time to do the work, that means that they're sincere and they care. They're not just going to write a bunch of stuff down and go, oh, I got a good one. No, they're going to wonder and make sure that it's done right. That's the worrisome. And in fact,
It's like taking a test.
a worrisome. Let's look it up.
All right? It's like taking a test to see if you do everything right.
What's the biblical definition of wearisome? Faith-based issue involving anxiety, divided loyalty, and the lack of trust in God's provision. Let me make sure I spelled that right. What chapter? What are we on? Sirach 13 and 26. W-E-A-R-I. That's right. W-E-A-R-I. There it is. See, that's totally that's a big difference now. So read 26 again.
A cheerful countenance is a token of a heart that is in the prosperity of the finding out of parables. Is a wearisome labor of the mind.
So wearisome experiences, tasks, or emotions that are exhausting, burdensome, and tedious, often linked to the futility of human effort without divine purpose, or the pain of the trials. Okay, so when it's worrisome, it's a hard labor to find these parables, and then we're joyful about it only honestly because we share it with you. And so let's get two more. So let's get 2 Timothy 2 and 15. That's a perfect precept for right now. It's a worrisome labor. It's a hard labor. What does the Bible say about that?
2 Timothy 2 and 15. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of the truth.
And you do that through a worrisome labor in gathering the parables. Okay? So you have to study to show yourself approved, in other words. And let's get sirach 1 and 23. Let's get a couple precepts. Yeah.
Sirach 1 and 23. A patient man will bear for a time, and afterward joy shall spring up unto him.
And that joy is when you find the parables. When you start breaking down these scriptures, when you start studying, then you can see that you're showing yourself approved. One more, we're gonna close Sirach 1 and 20. Yeah, okay. One more, we'll close out. Sirach 24 and 2.
24 and 2. Sirach 24 verse 2. And the congregation of the Most High, shall she open her mouth to and triumph before his power.
And so the people that are going to come back to the truth, the ones that are going to be wearisome, the ones that are not going to be joined unto prideful men, that's the congregation of the Most High. She, because why? We're the bride and he's the bridegroom. She shall open her mouth and triumph before his power. And so with that being said, kind of a shorter class, but if you got eyes to see and ears to hear, I really hope you got something out of this message. Also, I want to face the east. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh.
And double honors to the elder apostles, the prophets, and the teachers bringing out this 100% truth in these end times. And to the sincere Akyawa Akwa salutations. Shalom.